Obviously, come on, you already know it is. It's your boy Zie Zie, and you are now locked into Media Spotlight UK. Gang.
All good, yeah. All good, yeah. Like I heard, you was taking a driving lesson earlier.
Yeah,
How was that going?
Yeah, it went quite well. But the instructor, she was quite like a bit feisty. But it was my first lesson, so I'm
Oh, she
still
was a bit feisty, yeah.
Yeah.
Or was she pushing you too hard?
Yes, she made me drive home the first day. Like that was my first time driving.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she made me drive all the way back home. But
hey, at least it's the right amount of pressure.
It's cool. It's quite.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You're flashing all the way. Like you got you got your MCM. So like literally the car you'll be busting. I reckon like Mercs or BM. You know what I mean? You'll be sorted, bro.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
I'll keep it simple.
Yeah, trust me. Now straight into it. Fine Girl.
Yeah.
To date, 2.4 million on YouTube.
Yep.
Like, bro, did you expect that the views would climb up so quickly?
Yeah, of course, it's a great song. So obviously, it's a thing where I
like it. I like it. I like you already. I like you already.
I was expecting more views, but even though the song's been out for a year, for it to even get 1 million views again, like it's quite a big accomplishment for me. But I'm just like ready to release some new stuff because I know everyone's roaring for me to release some new stuff. So
yeah, because you're no stranger to music because you have done music before.
Yeah.
Now, what I wanted to ask from the get go is there are a lot of people that have like chart hits at the moment. You got Rams, you got Notes. 2-3 Swams. I interviewed him last week, and it's a thing where like there's always a chart hit that's pushing out there. You know what I mean? And like I said, you've done music before. The last tune, Mingle, was it over 1 million views that you had from that tune? Do you feel that there's a bit of pressure knowing that this is your most known single at the moment, where like a lot of people are responding to it well? Do you feel a lot of pressure where like the next single is on a high expectancy, or is it one of them ones that you're continuing your journey where you're at now just to go like, you know what, I'm enjoying it, I'm having fun, I'm not really feeling the pressure, I don't really care, I just carry on?
See, with me, like there's no pressure at all, like there's consistency with me, because the songs that I got coming next, it's not like I just been in the studio for like 5 minutes. I've been constantly recording, and like I had a playback with my label and my management and some friends, so we listened back to my songs and stuff. So we just, after we had like the playback, and I was going around the circle asking everyone which one was their like favorite song they listened to, and no one could like pinpoint just one, like because there's so many.
There's
just so many to pick from, so it just makes it even. It's a good problem. It's just so many bangers. It's just hard to pick from, but I don't think I have that problem. Like every song I release, will just keep getting better and better and better. That's how I started.
So what's kind of the next vibe that you're bringing to the table? Because like you got Afro beats and sort of rap, R&B sort of like merged together, like. You know what I mean? It's a mad vibe. So like, what's kind of like are you continuing that sort of flavor, or is it going to be like new, different sort of style of tunes that you're bringing out?
It's a bit of everything, to be honest, because I'm quite versatile. Like the next song I was going to put out was going to be more like on the, like not really Afro, but it was more in the, how can I say, kind of Afro swing, but I got other songs like that kind of rocky, so I wanted to like interpret that into the next single that I released. So it's something different. I don't expect it, so it's like wow.
So it's kind of like it will. Bam!
Yeah,
like
bam,
you see that, I'm like
if you see it, Zie Zie, it will stick.
Oh right. I hear that. So born in a Congolese family. I've spoken to many Afrobeats artists about this before, but when you were growing up and when you were thinking music and when you spoke to your parents, was it a thing when you first told them I wanted to do music? Was it a thing like they said, "What are you talking about, boy? I do not want you to go into music. This is all rubbish." Or what, was it a thing like they supported you all the way? Because it's kind of like a 50-50 split I've had with Afrobeats artists that I've spoke with.
For that, it was a bit weird because back in the day, like I wanted to do drama. So
really?
I was doing drama for a bit in like high school. Then I was going to do it in college, but then I was like thinking of like life choices. So I picked carpentry. So it was like a mixture. I only started proper. Wanted to do music like when it came like near the middle of college, but I've always had like that kind of talent there, but I just left it abandoned for a bit. Then saw other people coming up and doing something that I thought I could do myself. So I thought, let me find my own sound, and then when I developed my own sound, that's when I could come into the scene.
How your family like receiving you now, like in terms of music? Like, oh yes, you're doing well, son.
They love it.
Like, proud of you.
Like before, because I was like at home quite a lot. Even after college, my sister used to be like, "Oh, go get a job, go do something." Like, listen, I'm working. Okay, I'm writing songs, I'm getting performances. But she never wanted to like take it and tell them. Yeah. But now I'm getting shows, all of this stuff, and performing. Like, okay, makes sense. Now,
has your family seen you perform yet?
No, not yet. I waiting to have like that proper wow, amazing performance to bring my family through. But I've had quite a lot of performances.
Okay, well, your dad used to call you Zie Zie, back in the days, which means someone who is active, crazy, and creative. Now, what I wanted to know is, what's the craziest thing you've ever done?
This is the craziest thing I've ever done.
Because I can tell by the looks of you, it's like you got a little bit of a mischievous look to you. Like, so yeah, I have done some stuff before.
There's plenty of stuff. There's so many.
I didn't have to say it. He's already
But one moment was when there was like I used to live in Surrey. I used to live in Chisholm, and like there was houses above the shops, and behind was like stairs leading up to the houses. So I just like me with 3 other friends. We used to be some crazy group. It came to like 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
it was like 10 o'clock at night, and we was all just chilling on top of the house, was just baking off, didn't know what to do. Then my friends was like, I'm thirsty. And back in the day, I used to be kind of like the getaway driver on the bike. I didn't really used to do the bad thing. So obviously, Sainsbury's.
Them car park ones there. Yeah.
Sainsbury's was closed, like it was closed, literally. It was closed, it was dark, it was closed.
Yeah.
And I'm riding on my bike, like one's on the front of the bike and one's on the back. And I just rode, because I thought they were just going to go corner shop. Then they've pulled open the Sainsbury's doors, ran inside, got the drinks. I'm thinking, what are they doing? They're trying to get me nicked. They came back on like, drive, what do you mean? Drive. Why are you running into Sainsbury's taking a drink? So obviously was riding, then the police was come, then was riding away from the police. And then I bust the corner and I just took my shirt off and I like had spare clothes in my bag. I put on and walked up and it just drove straight past.
So it was one of them ones you become like a mysterious person. It's like, please don't know who I am.
Yep.
No one's.
Yeah, just walked off like I know what just happened.
Wow. I mean, I wasn't as adventurous back in the day. The only thing I did was fall over a bunch of stinging nettles and I was covered from head to toe that one day. That was the only adventure I had. Well, I found out that your earliest influence was Lil Wayne. And what I found similar to kind of your sound to his sound is that, you know, a lot of the melodies, a lot of the sort of, you know, rap incorporated stuff and also like the auto-tune that was applied and stuff like that. What was it about him that, you know, that you aspired to be him so much?
I don't know, like his character is like so cocky and confident, but he still kept it like humble in a type of way, which I like to collect myself because I'm quite a composed person, so I don't really like to give too much off so people like can read me. I just like making it hard for people to look into me like, oh, what's this guy's story? But
so it's like reading a book and then you know, going through the chapters.
Exactly, just like that.
Okay. So I heard a story that you know, that your mum went back to Congo to look after your grandmother and had to look after like your brothers and sisters. What was the point in your mind where you thought music? Like, was there an instant moment? Was there a revelation? Was there something like, you know, you had an argument maybe with your brother and you thought, let me put that into music or something? What was it?
It was just a thing with, like I said, like it's always been there. I always know I've been good at it, but it just took something for me to realize that I should try, because I was just seeing like little silly things, just people just... Like, in my opinion, people that weren't that good, like, coming up in the game and thinking, if they could do it, then I obviously could do it. So it was that, like, kind of moment that clicked. I was like, you know what, I might as well try, I ain't got nothing to lose. And if you're going to try something, I might as well put your 100%, which is what I did, and I succeeded.
Okay. So, you Afrobeats, dancehall, you know, you got UK music incorporated. There's a lot of genres that emerged in. Was the influence through, you know, your family being from Congo that got you to that position, or was it something apart from Lil Wayne that you were listening to thinking, I want to make that merge to make me?
But yeah, it was like that kind of situation right there is when I heard like Young Bane's kind of type of tunes like that. His type of style is what like made me want to jump on those kind of beats at first, because like what I do, it's not really Afro swing like the beats are, but what I'm putting on the beats doesn't really sound Afro swing because I'm not doing an African accent.
No, it's unique. I'm hearing from
it's
that.
unique. It sounds different, so that's just I just got it from Young Bane. I like the style and the way he just flowed on the beat and stuff. So
okay,
that's how I was playing.
Okay, so you know Ill Blue on productions with a lot of your music. I'm hearing that you've got Distortion involved as well. I mean, how's it working with those guys? Because Ill Blue is like a legendary production group, the duo. You got Distortion on it. Like, how's it working with those guys?
It's going so well. It's going so great. Like, because before I didn't really used to appreciate beats as much as I do now, because I used to just download beats off of YouTube, then go studio and record. Like, I didn't know what engineering was and all of this stuff, like all the effort they put into a beat. And like being
even back in the days, it was kind of like that as well. With even old school artists, they would have instrumentals just to see where they're going with their sound and stuff. You know?
But when you actually sit in the studio and watch them make the beat, you just see how this is the actual beat that makes the song, and it's just you appreciate it more. And being with these guys, it's just It's lovely. It's great. It's great.
Yeah. What's a studio experience that you took away thinking like, raw? I know the levels. Like this is some serious.
Like
stuff.
after it was my first time here. Like this was my first time coming to the studio session. And usually with me, like, because I'm quite shy, I'm still like getting to.
Trying to,
grips,
get yourself
like,
settled in,
Yeah, like, because I used to be in my room and just write and just sing to myself. So when I do it to other people, like, I feel a bit anxious if I'm doing it right. Like, if I mess up, then I feel a bit shaky. Like, oh, what am I doing? So the first time I came to the studio, I had a session with Distortion, and it was just me and Distortion in the room. So I was just writing, think, oh, I'm gonna record the song. Gonna sound wavy. Then like more people start walking into the room. So I was like, oh gosh, more pressure. And it ended up being like 7 people in the room. Like that was my first time there. So I had to jump on the mic now. I was a bit shaky because everyone was just there watching me like, oh, I best not mess up.
I know that experience.
Yeah, but then I started flowing on the mic. I got used to it. And then I recorded a banger. Like that was my first session there. I recorded a
So are you cool with the pressure now?
Yeah, the pressure.
Like,
I like the
when
pressure.
people come in, like, you get like you cool people, you famous people come in. It's just like, oh, it's all right, cool. I'm spitting my bars. Don't care who's in the room.
Don't care. No,
that's calm.
Care.
Now I want to talk about Crept and Conan briefly because they recently opened up their restaurant Crept and Cones.
Crept and Cones, yeah.
And you was there. What was the experience like? Because I haven't been there yet, but I heard that the desserts are banging. I've heard so much that the staff are really cool to you, and what was the vibe like? Because I need to sell me the dream of me to go there and go like, yo, what am I expecting?
What are you expecting? Very respectful work members, delicious food, and the cocktails are like, I think the cocktails are just the best. Yeah, but you.
So what was the cocktail that you drank?
Oh, I forgot what it was called. What was it called? I don't know, but I tasted hella flavors. It was lovely. But I would definitely recommend you go there. Because you would definitely enjoy this. But it's like Nando's, Casper's, TGI Fridays all in one.
And being around Crept and Conan, like, what did you take away with, being around them guys? Because knowing that they come from music, in a group, Gypset back in the day, to being their own brand, to now being entrepreneurs and all of that. Like, how do you see their progression? How is it like being around them?
It's just like the legends, and for me to be in the same room, it's all going so fast and just doesn't feel realistic, like hasn't sunk in yet. But yeah, they're good people. I get a good vibe from them because there's some stuck up like artists that you would meet and they just treat you like you're just some fan, like Nobi, but they treat you like you're actually them, like you've known them for ages. So I like the way they talk to you and stuff.
I hear that. So you got a really positive outlook on your music. You like to keep it clean, I've noticed. Is this something that you're conscious of? Because I know that a lot of artists that they're varying. There will be ones that raw with their energy. In your case, you like to keep it bubbly and clean. So were you ever conscious of thinking, I'm doing this clean for a wider audience, or was it something that I wanted to do because I wanted to do it, not because of what people might expect from me? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's always been that kind of thing where I used to always listen to music that other people might not like, but I didn't care. Like, I was like just the person, like, if I like the song, I like the song. Like, if I wanted to listen to Justin Bieber, I listen to Justin Bieber, you can't talk nothing. Like, I would listen to it. So it's that kind of thing. Like, if I'm recording the type of song, it just depends of like the moment and how the producer is feeling. So I'll just record the song or flow in it. Whether it comes up, it comes up. It's nothing where, they might not like this, they might like this. Like, they just gotta like it because it just sounds sick, to be honest.
Sick, man. And Fine Girl, I want to talk about the tune itself. Banging.
Thank you.
What made you get to the concept of Fine Girl? Because I need tips, right, bro? I need tips because I'm a type of guy like this. I think I'm probably one of the most awkward people in terms of it. Well, I won't say completely awkward. Just putting it out there, I do get some game, but I'm just saying I could do better. And knowing that you're an ambassador, in my eyes, knowing that you created a tune that could get all the mandem to get a Fine Girl. So what would be tips for, say, me to go like, yo, babes, I want to be with you, like, you're fine, like, what would be your tips be?
What would be my tips? Basically, just go with that I don't care kind of attitude, and don't think of what to say before you go talk to them.
I think that's my problem.
Yeah, because you seem like the kind of guy like, oh, should I say this, should I say that? That's just too long. I need to stop. Stop. You just need to walk up to them, and the first thing that comes out of your mouth, you just go with it. And that usually seems to work all the time. But if it
I think that's worked with me once, but then I'm just too conscious. Any other tips?
Just make sure if you're gonna say a joke, make sure it's not cheesy. But make sure it's more smooth than cheesy.
So what's your smoothest joke? What's the one you got to them and then they're just gone like, Yeah, no one's there.
That's one of them ones. That's
Yeah.
one of them ones where you would have to lower your voice and you just gotta make your voice sound smooth, not like come to be like, hi, you're right. You gotta make your voice sound smooth, come to like, yo, you're right, you're telling me. You should be like, oh yeah, I'm fine. It just kicks off from there.
I think he's won me over already. Like now
It
I'm
just
gonna
kicks
take
off
that
from
on.
there.
Okay. If he's won me over, now I'm gonna take that to the girls. Okay, all right, fair enough.
Like that.
You done the remix with Afrobeat and YCEE.
Yeah.
Another sick one as well, being the remix. Again, with those guys, like, how did that process come together? How do you get to work with them, and how do you get that piece?
It's just organically, like in the studio and acting, it's just like there's just celebrities everywhere. These producers, they're amazing, so they're always with like big up the artists. So I'll be in a session, then someone will walk in. Like the other day, I was in a session, just chilling, minding my business. Then Youngin just walked in and asked for a cup, like it was normal. Like it's normal to us. It's like it was crazy. So it organically works from that. Like, oh, I like this track, could I jump in it? Just it all works like that.
Okay.
Organic.
So I'm hearing debut album in the works. So what are we looking to next? Like, obviously you got your single Fine Girl. Like, what's coming up next? What's kind of like, you know, obviously with festival season around the corner as well. Like, what's the angle for you now? What's next?
Angle? Like, because there's just so many like good songs in the pocket. It's a thing where should I release like an EP or should I just release a couple of singles before I release an album?
Yep.
So it's just that kind of conversation, but definitely some stuff before I release an album, so people are just roaring for an album instead of just like, oh, he's only part of a song just to release an album. So there'll be songs out.
All right, cool. Now I just want to play a quick game before we wrap up. Fine Girl or Not My Girl.
Okay, cool.
So I'm just gonna call out a few names, and you just got to tell me whether they are Fine Girl or they wouldn't be my girl.
Okay, cool.
Simple as that.
Cool.
So have you heard of a bashment artist called Spice?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not
my man at the back, he knows.
I'm not feeling any more faces kind of guy, but
okay. So let's say Beyonce.
Fine Girl.
Okay. Taylor Swift.
Not my girl.
Why?
I don't know, just like meaty girls. She doesn't feel like she cuts it for the meaty side.
Okay, so you like a bit of, okay, all right, we know more about it. All right, cool.
Rihanna. Fine Girl.
Kim Kardashian.
Debatable, but nah, not my girl.
Not my girl. What turns you off about her?
It's gotta be real. Everything it's just gotta be authentic. It's gotta be authentic. It's all gotta be real. The stretch marks, everything. It's gotta be real.
And on that note, it's been a pleasure to speak with you, bro.
Yeah, you too, my guy.
If you can tell our audience where they can catch you on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, all that good stuff, tell them right here, my G.
Okay, obviously, you guys can catch me on Instagram, Snapchat. My Insta is official_ZIE _. My Snapchat, Joey Bamba 200, but that needs to get changed. So that's my snap. So make sure you log it to Adin. And yeah, stay tuned for all the tracks that are coming up.
Make sure you check out this guy. Bangers after bangers. Sick guy in the game. One to watch out for. This is Billz from Media Spotlight UK in the studio with Zie Zie, and we're out.
Peace.
Peace.